In this video tutorial, I'm going to show you how to work with RSA keys in Ubuntu server. Hello viewers, hope you are doing great, and welcome back to my channel. So, in today's video, I'm going to show you how you can super secure your Ubuntu server. In previous video, I showed you 2 different steps of security in Ubuntu server, that how to change the SSH settings, to modify stuff like port number, or you can deny root user. Also set up allowed addresses only. But using the SSH RSA public and private keys, you can set up a next level security on your server. Okay, so for that you need a tool called Putty. To download Putty installer, go to Google and type Putty download. Make sure to download the Putty with MSI, not the X extension file, because Putty MSI has more tools what we are gonna use in this video tutorial. So once you have downloaded that, install it with all tools. Now search for the tool Puttigan and open it. Now click on the generate button and start hovering mouse pointer on the blank area. Alright guys, our public and private keys are generated. We just need to save them. I am going to type root in the end of comment line, so that way I know these keys are for the root. Here you can see 2 different buttons to save the keys. Save public keys and save private keys. So first let's save public keys in our computer. Make sure to put in key passphrase for the private key, because private keys are for the human use. Okay, now let's add the public keys on the Ubuntu server. So you can either copy the code from public key file by opening it in the notepad, or you can copy from Puttigan. Let's find the location to copy the public keys in Ubuntu server. So it's going to be under the SSH folder, with the name of authorized keys. We already have this directory .ssh. If you don't see .ssh directory, then create one with the command mkdir .ssh. Now open the authorized key file in text editor and paste the code what we copied from Puttigan. Now save the file by pressing Ctrl and X key, and hit Y to save the file. Alright guys, our server task is done. Now search for the tool Pageant and click on it. It won't open up like other applications, it will stay in right tray bar. You need to right click on it and click on Add Keys. Then find your keys where you saved them and open the private key. Now, it's going to ask you for the password you set up while generating the keys in Puttigan. Type your password here and click OK button. Now we are going to log in the Putty, but we still didn't change anything in the SSH configuration file. I'm going to the sidebar and put in the username root in the connection data tab. And save the session. So every time I use this save session, it won't ask me for the username, because we saved to always use username root for this save session. Okay, let's open that saved session. You can see it didn't ask me for the username or password, because the authentication from the keys. In our saved session, we saved to the username root. Let's try in new session and manually type the username. So now it's asking for the username. But as I type root, it authenticates with the keys. That means the password is now bypassed. So let's try other users to see if it's working with only root, or bypassing all the users. So it's asking for the password on the test user. That means only the root user is bypassed because of the keys. Okay now. As our test went successfully, we are going to disable password authentication and root login permissions. So that means we will be able to log in using the keys only. To change the password authentication settings, open the SSH configuration file in the text editor. Here you can see password authentication. I'm gonna type no manually. Save the file and restart SSH service. Let's try a new session now. As I type the username and hit enter, it's going to show me the error because the password authentication is disabled. Alright, now let me show you how you can add keys for non-root users. So I created keys for the test user. Let's save them in the computer. Remember to save the keys in the correct folder. Otherwise, keys will not work. That means if you are adding keys for John, make sure to put in keys in the John folder. So follow the step here, and as I am using this method for a test user, so I'm going to paste it here, Ctrl X and Y to save, and then restart the SSH service. Alright, our public keys for test user are saved in the server. Let me show you the other method. To add keys into PuTTY application without using Pageant. But with this method, you need to put in private keys passphrase every time you log in. But in Pageant, you can bypass the key phrase as well, but I wanted to teach you this so you learn. An other method as well. So you open the keys under Auth Credentials tab. Okay, let's try logging now. So we are now able to log in test user with the keys. That means our procedure of configuration was 100% correct. Here we need to put in the private key passphrase. But if we use Pageant, then we can bypass this step as well. Let me show you that as well. You can see this time it didn't ask for the passphrase. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching the video. If you think you learned something new after watching this video, please make sure to hit the like button and subscribe the channel. Thank you once again for stopping by to my channel. I will see you in the next video. Until then, take care, bye bye.